What's cracking, Tanks fam? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be aquascaping a 2.5 gallon UNS tank. It's a shallow. Here's the tank right here. You can see shallow little tank, 2.5 gallons. I've already thrown some fluval stratum up in there. Freaking accidentally dumped a little bit of some scatter gravel in there, didn't mean to, but that's alright because we're going to be going with a rockscape today anyways. You can see I've got some rocks set up here, some rocks in there, and yeah, so we're going to be got just a little clip-on light, full spectrum for the plants. We're going to deck this little tank out. But that is what we're going to be working with today. Right next to us we've got the shrimp cube. You can see a little shrimp in there. Snails. Plants are doing amazing in this tank. Got pearl weed, a little bit of everything in there. It was just a simple little escape for the shrimp to breed. So today we're going with something a little bit simple. Something I've done in the past, but this time it's going to be for shrimp, and I feel like it'll work out pretty much in our favor for the shrimp at least, to do so that they have a place to go in and out of. It'll probably be very nice for them to breed in, and pretty much what we're going to do is we're just going to grab these little river rocks and we're going to just pretty much lay them in there. So I mean, it's nothing fancy, it's not made to look good for humans, but the shrimp are gonna love it. It's something that they can go in and out of through all the crevices and breed. So we're just gonna lay it in there like this. Oh, don't want to crack the grass, that would suck. There's pretty much going to be a little mountain of just rocks, and the goal is to make it look like a gravel slide type thing, where a bunch of gravel fell into the river and made a pile, you know? So that's the whole goal behind it. And you can see already you've got a bunch of little cracks and crevices, places for the shrimp to go in and out of, baby shrimp, everything. Here we go. So just gonna do that, lay a little bit more over here. Alright, so now that we've got those in, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to grab some of this scatter gravel and we're just going to go around the edges. Got different colors, different textures. It's just a little thing I made of just a bunch of different gravels made into scatter gravel. And so this is what we're looking like. Now mind you, this tank is going to be fully planted. I'm thinking of tucking some little tiny plants in there, maybe some buces, some nano plants, you know, then probably all around in the foreground area, all the way up to the background where it's all open space. We're going to do maybe some semi-aquatic plants, along with maybe Monte Carlo to carpet across the ground. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and order some plants for this tank, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and spray everything down. All the soil, make sure it gets nice and wet. We can come in with our squeegee. Alright, so we've got ourselves some Alternathier Renecki Rosenberg. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of plop it out, and then should be able to just pull it apart, but just be very gentle. Like I said, they are a really touchy plant. They break real easy. You're just gonna wanna get as much of the gel off as you can. So I sometimes will go in and I'll take a little brush and just gently brush at it. For this instance, I'm using a little cleaning toothbrush I use, but you'd be surprised, it works wonders. Helps to get it out of the tough spots. And there we go, we got the majority of it off. Alright. Now for these bad boys, I'm just gonna take we're gonna tuck them all in the back right here. We're gonna come on in, we got another one right here. Take it off. This is a decent little chunk right here. My camera's dead, so I'm using my phone. This one, just put it right there. The brush is for the stubborn ones, I say. There we go. Go ahead, grab that, tuck it up in there. Normally I prep before planting, but this is a small little video, so for a small tank, huh? There we go. Decent little chunk we'll throw right here. And last but not least, that one was pretty easy. This one, I guess we can kind of just squeeze right here. There we go. And there you have it, a red background. There we go. So you can see. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some carpeting plants in the front. Most likely gonna be Monte Carlo, some more on the easy side. This definitely is by no means a high-tech tank. It's a very low-tech tank. And really an experiment. I've never done a shallow tank before. This is the first, and I'm really excited to see how everything comes in. It's gonna be a shrimp tank. I'm planning on possibly going with a Caridina shrimp. Try to get some Caridina breeding in, as we do have the Neo shrimp tank right next to it, popping with plants. I just trimmed it up. And then along over there we have another Neo tank with some blue velvets in it. This one is a cherry tank right next to me. And we're getting breeding pretty good. So we're gonna be taking down our bowl. Which has been running forever. And I'm gonna be doing something different with it. So I'm probably gonna be using some of the plants out the bowl for the shallow. And this has some boost in it, some crypt, a little bit of pearlweed, some rosenvig as well in here, but the bigger version. And I think we have wisteria in here as well, but that's about it. It's really dark. I just took the light off of it, but yeah, it did good for a while, but I just want to see something new with it. So yeah, we'll get to work. So I went ahead and put some water in it. I put some leftover HRA from another tank that I just did. And I put some Crypt Lutea, and then a little piece of driftwood that I had some Bucephalandra brownie on. And here's a top view, you can see. And I'm gonna check and see what other plants I have, and then we'll keep on going. I do have to wait for the Monte Carlo. I'm gonna do this whole section right here in Monte Carlo, leading all the way back to that. It's gonna be a whole foreground right here, and it's gonna hopefully creep through the rocks. I'm gonna put little splotches in there. And then I might also get some hydrocotyle, tripatita, or however you say it, and I might dig that into the rocks to have it kind of creep out of the rocks and go down the rocks for the shrimp. Alright everybody, so I went and picked up some Monte Carlo tissue culture, and we're gonna be throwing it in the 2.5 gallon. I also got some API root tabs, not sponsored or anything, but they do good work, so we're gonna pop a couple of those in there around where we plant it, and we'll get to putting in the Monte Carlo. Probably don't need many in here. I mean, we'll just take this one and probably put it, oh no, probably just push it up under there, bury it. It's gonna be a little murky, but that's all right. Put this one up front here. There we go. I did throw some snails in there because keep the algae down in case it happens. I mean, the light's not too powerful, but then we're gonna put the last one back here in that deep little pocket. Now time to pull apart some Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is pretty easy because it's a carpeting plant, so most of it just falls off. The rest of it will rinse off. Alright, so we rinsed it off. We're just gonna pull it apart, little pieces. Probably tear that piece there. Make a little mess on the table, but that's alright. Probably gonna be quite a few pieces of gel still on it, but it ain't gonna hurt nobody. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead, if I can get it in the tweezers, go ahead and grab a little bunch, stick it in right there, make sure it's down there a little bit. There we go. Also got this little buddy right here. Now remember, Monte Carlo is gonna carpet, so you can tear it up, and over time, it'll go ahead and make its mark all over the tank, if you have a healthy enough tank. Go ahead and put that piece right there. This one we'll throw right here. That one don't want to stay. Okay, need to grab that one better. Seems like. There we go. It'll latch down eventually. Got another little clump we'll throw right here. Decent sized piece we'll put in the back here. And our last piece we're gonna wedge right over here. In these rocks. And there you have it. Go ahead and grab our trusty little sponge here. Kind of try to get majority of that up, but that ain't working too well. But this is what we're looking like. Over time, it's gonna grow in. Water's a little murky; it needs to clear up. Probably do a little water change on it tomorrow. And then we'll figure out what we want to throw it in episode 2. So stay tuned for the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching.